If you're a founder or leader of a technology company and curious about what Tech E&O insurance is, you've come to the right place. Hi, my name is Gordon Coyle. Welcome to my channel where we talk about the risk and insurance issues on the minds of business owners, tech founders, and startups. So, E&O or Errors and Omissions insurance for technology companies. What is it? What does it cover? And how do you get it? Let's jump right into it. E&O, which is also called Errors and Omissions insurance, as well as professional liability insurance, is intended to protect any business that provides specialized or unique services to third parties like customers, users, and others from claims which can arise when those services fail or trigger an adverse financial consequence to that third party. Professionals which usually carry E&O insurance include architects, engineers, accountants, real estate agents, financial advisors, attorneys, and so forth. So why do tech firms need E&O? Pretty much for the same reason that other professionals need it. If your product or service fails, it could lead to your users to suffer an adverse financial consequence. Something as simple as a tech platform interrupting the ability of a customer's business to transact business would result in that company losing revenue. If it's a large enough company that generates a lot of revenue per hour and their downtime is several hours or days, they're going to be motivated to sue the tech provider for their lost income. Now, that's a pretty simple example of a product or service failure that could lead to a claim. But you can consider any number of ways that failures or glitches of different tech products and services that could lead to financial damages for their users, not just downtime. Other claims covered by a Tech E&O policy include breach of warranty when a promise of technology doesn't measure up or perform as warranted, breach of contract. The common claims here are from missing deadlines or not delivering as specified in a contract, negligence, which are mistakes, glitches, security gaps, which can trigger claims from resulting damages, and fourth, copyright infringement claims. For software developers, this is common when code is copied or mirrored from a competitor and a lawsuit ensues. Now, you've heard me mention financial damages several times so far, and I want to make a point here. Many business leaders think liability and their minds go to slip and fall type claims where someone injures themselves, but that's the domain of general liability insurance. E&O insurance actually excludes bodily injury and property damage because it's better covered under a general liability policy. So what's important to remember is that E&O covers financial damages. What's covered in a Tech E&O policy? Well, a claim under a Tech E&O policy is usually the result of a lawsuit or a threat of a lawsuit alleging some form of glitch, error, mistake, or other action which results in damages. Tech E&O insurance responds by first providing you defense protection. That means the insurance company is going to hire a lawyer or a specialist to respond to that lawsuit summons and then work with you through the merits of that case. These payments are known as defense costs. If the lawsuit goes to trial, the insurance company continues to pay your lawyers to defend you. If the court determines liability and the claimant, the company or person who brought the lawsuit, is awarded a settlement, the insurance company pays for that settlement. Now, there are times when a case will not go to court and your lawyers will negotiate a settlement out of court with the claimant. That settlement is also covered by a Tech E&O policy. One important point about limits of coverage I want to talk about. Most E&O policies, including those sold to technology companies, are written on a claims-made policy form. And the dollars your insurance company spends on defense costs, the lawyers I just mentioned, is paid out of the limit of coverage that you purchase, and it reduces that limit. So, say your insurance company pays $250,000 in defense costs out of your policy for a claim, and you have a limit of $1 million on that policy. That means you'll only have $750,000 left to pay for any settlements. What happens if the settlement is more than $750,000 in this example? Say it's $1 million. Well, then you're going to have to pay out of pocket whatever amount over $750 is to settle the case. And the point I want to make here is that purchasing $1 million may not always be sufficient, and we recommend looking at other options, coverage options, when you first purchase coverage and on subsequent renewals. Who should purchase Tech E&O? There are a variety of policy forms that fall into the Tech E&O space, but generally, any technology-based company, such as fintechs, SaaS companies, biotechs, technology and electronic hardware manufacturers, developers, MSPs and IT consultants, e-commerce platforms, telecom providers, web designers, clean tech, and many others should consider technology E&O protection. What does Tech E&O cost? The cost of Tech E&O is based on several factors, including first, the tech sector that you're in, the size of your company, usually by revenue or headcount, your geography. Some areas of the country have higher claim costs than others. Fourth is your claim history. Companies with fewer claims pay less than similar companies that have had more claims. And lastly, the limit and scope of coverage you purchase. Now, why work with us here at the Coyle Group? Well, you can go online and find any number of insurers and actually insurtechs that sell insurance directly to companies like yours. So why would you want to work with a broker like us? Here are a few reasons. First, when you go online and you get a quote from a direct seller, you're getting one quote, their quote. Is it the best? Does it mean you have to get multiple quotes to compare? And if you do get multiple quotes, how do you compare? After all, you're not an insurance expert, so how do you tell which one is the best? I can tell you that it's often not the lowest priced one. Working with a skilled broker like the Coyle Group means that we'll do the shopping and the analysis for you and present you with our best recommendation. In addition, you'll get a dedicated account manager who will work with you now and through the future renewals and be there when you need them. You're not calling into a big company call center and speaking to somebody different every time you call. You're building a relationship with an expert here. Finally, we sell only business insurance, which means we can handle your Tech E&O, your cyber, your business owners, your workers' comp, and any other form of coverage you need. Online sellers will often focus only on one or two policy types, which means you've got to have multiple insurance relationships to cover your business, and I don't think that makes a lot of sense. If you're looking for business insurance for your tech company, then give us a call or drop me an email. My contact info is in the description box below, and we look forward to hearing from you. Here are 2 more videos that you may find helpful on tech insurance. Thanks.